I started building my apps about a year ago. There was not much competition going on there. Playfish was already there and Zynga, so it seemed like it's a stable platform if the big players can get about 10 million users back then. And it had a lot of users, and about 50 million back then. And most of them from US, so good users, monetizable users, I guess. And then they started, when Facebook caught them up with traffic, I think they just started panicking, and soon after the layoff started. The applications, when we started building applications, we soon realized that the platform is far from stable. And then, well, they started firing and Devolve, and then other people. We thought, no, they couldn't fire developers. I mean, that's you can't do that if you're trying to push your platform. But we soon realized that almost all platform developers were fired, and also the support for developers. Before it was one person, and they fired that one too. So it was like going on there was this huge bug on communication channels. Nothing worked. The traffic was going down, and we tried to reach developers that we know, and all of them were just replying, "Sorry, I don't work there anymore. Can help you." And even on forums, they just ignored us for weeks. So after that, they just started losing traffic, and now I think they have an identity crisis. They're trying to go back to music, not trying to cut Facebook anymore or regular social networks. So we'll see. Right now, if you go and check their applications, you can see that Zynga is not porting their latest apps to the MySpace. So Farmville or other Flash-based games that were really successful. So it's not looking good, I think. And they're losing about 10% of traffic every month for the past 3 months. So to just go through how does it look like, and what can you do with your apps, how you can put them in. This is the first page. This is like a news feed on Facebook, but in this case they really like to fragment their content as much as they can, so you're just confused about everything. Because I think Facebook did a really good job where they just focused on one thing, and then it's really much more viral that way. In this case, you have the statuses and mood thing here, widget, which only shows you the statuses, and it's by default the most prominent. You can't affect this one. You also have many communication channels, so you can have messages, forum posts, comments on your profile. You can have application notifications and application invites. All of them can be posted through your application, and is the same as just one. The pop-up is shown, and user has to press the button to actually publish. So the same as Facebook is introducing now for sending you messages and all that, sending messages to your friends. And this is how users get those messages. Well, messages are in the inbox button up on the main navigation, but everything else is here. So this is how users can see they have something new. Apart from that, they also have the bookmark feature that you have. So every application that you install, it automatically goes to your My Apps widget. Not like Facebook until now, where you have to force your users to click on that bookmark and to actually bookmark. And this is quite nice. Apart from that, then they have also activity stream. which you actually can affect, and is mostly for user. This and this user has uploaded an application and uploaded a photo and stuff like that. But you can post activity. They enabled this about 2 months ago, so it's like a super new feature. You don't have like standard templates like on Facebook where you can have actions and they are all the same. You have to do it yourself, and you have to do these links, which is probably not very good for user experience. And people can block your apps. You don't know when they block it. You don't know anything on Facebook, on MySpace, because they don't do any statistics. All you know about your apps is how many users have installed this app. That's all. Apart from that, you also get a widget. So this is like an iframe that you can put in whatever you want. Users have to approve it, that they want to put it on their home screen, but it's checked by default, so most users do it. This is quite effective virally, but you have to do it right, and you have to be careful because it will probably kill your servers if it's very popular. It will be loaded on users tend to load home pages a lot, so you have to be careful how you design this, how you implement this. Then you have profiles. This is the most the default setting that you get. I mean the design of the profile. You have to be aware that all the you can design your MySpace profile in many different ways, from backgrounds to positioning. So you can't really know what you can't expect. You don't know what to expect from these profiles. And on these on profiles, you can add from your apps. You can add some the comments, and you can put HTML in it. So they tend to look very crappy. From that, you can just it's really spam, you know. Apart from that, you also can have a widget on the profile, and these are also effective, but can also they're also really server intensive, so backend server intensive. It will make a lot of requests. They do have an application gallery like Facebook, and it's you can go to it from the very prominent location. So it's on top of navigation. They have these filters also, so you can see which app is the most popular, and you can have them categorized. They also do this recently popular filter that will just see how which apps were which apps started growing lately. So now how do you start developing for MySpace? First, you have to apply and send them this developer application. It takes about 1 to 3 working days for them to process this. They use for development. They use Open Social Standard. Well, what can I say about that? It's you can. They have the same technologies as Facebook, so they have MySpace ID, which is actually MySpace Connect. It was a while ago. I mean, just recently they released a JavaScript library which can provide you to post comments and stuff like that. So the most interesting features. So you could have access to most interesting features. Before they didn't do that. Right now you can. And then you also have MySpace apps, which are just apps on MySpace.